Hi and welcome to my new YouTube channel. My name is Louise. My business is called Wairua Spirit. I'm a tarot reader, Reiki master and teacher, equine Reiki master, kinesiologist, meridian psychotherapist, hypnotherapist and acupressurist. This is my first ever tarot reading done via video. I've done many tarot readings. I'm not particularly brilliant with technology, so it'll probably be just a very bog standard, a very basic tarot reading. This is a general tarot reading for anyone, regardless of your star sign, sun sign, rising sign, whichever. It's a general tarot reading. Today I wanted to just ask the cards a question about where are we actually going as a collective, where are we going as humanity, and any sort of advice or any look towards the future, anything that we can glean from these tarot cards today. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle and see what pops up. Okay, so we've got three. We've got the Sun, we've got the Hierophant, and we've got Justice in reverse. So let's take the first one that came out, which was the Sun. The Sun is in the past position. So the Sun can mean many things depending on what other cards are around it. To me, this is just sort of depicting sort of where we were in the past, as in the sun is shining, everything's bright. We may not have realised just how good we had it or have had it in the past. You know, the world's your oyster, you could do whatever you want, basically, in the Western world. We had freedom of choice. You know, it was anywhere you wanted to go, you could go. What's stopping that is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is institutions. It tells us about institutions. It could be lawmakers, it could be religion, it could be teachers. To me, this is telling me what we are being fed, the information that we're being fed through authorities is standing in our way of maintaining the status quo with the Sun, because this is the present. To me, that's the status quo. The Hierophant is standing, it's in the way, it's in an antagonist position. And then it's to no surprise actually to me, this, because you could look at any number of things that are happening in the world today that didn't happen 2-3 years ago. Anything that's happened over the last few years, what stood in the way of progress, stood in the way of this maintaining health and happiness, is what we're being told, what we're being fed. This Hierophant here sat there on the throne, sort of surveying their subjects, if you like. We are the subjects and they are standing in the way. So what's for us is we have the capacity to be back in this situation. It's not going to be the way that it was, but we still have the capacity to do very well. What's standing in the way is spending far too much time listening to this. Listening to what's coming through your television screens, what's coming through your mobile phones, what's coming through the newspapers and media of all descriptions, social media. We're being educated in a very specific way for a very specific reason. This is to no surprise. This has no surprise to me whatsoever. What is disconcerting is the fact we've got Justice in reverse. The outcome of this is unfair. It's an unfair solution. So you could pick any number of things that's happening around you, around the world, anything that's happening in your life at the moment, it seems very, very unfair. It doesn't mean it's going to continue to be unfair. This is the energy right now of the collective, the energy that look at what we had, look at what we're being fed. It's really unfair. So that's where we are with that first line. So let's have a look at the second line. Oh, okay. So that's number 1. That's number 2. Okay, so underneath the sun, you've got the Knight of Cups. Now the Knight of Cups is an offer. There is an offer here. There is an opportunity here to make something out of a bad deal, basically. There is an opportunity, but you have to look for it. This isn't something that's just going to come to you just because you expect it. This is something that you have to find something in your life that you can cling on to. Something that you know that no matter what happens, you will always have this particular thing. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be a job, it could be a business, it could be anything, but there is something that you know that no matter what happens, you will not lose this particular thing. And this Knight of Cups is here to remind you, it's coming in to remind you that look at what you have. Don't look at what you haven't got. Don't look at what you used to have. Look at what you still have, and to be grateful for that. It's very, very important to have gratitude. And I know it's very difficult to have gratitude at times, particularly when you're in a situation when you feel like you've lost so much. In actual fact, you haven't lost who you are. You haven't lost the genuine people around you. And this is sort of a wake-up call to just remind yourself of what you still have and to cherish that. Underneath the Hierophant, you've got the 9 of Pentacles. Now, usually the 9 of Pentacles talks about making it on your own, being independent, doing very, very well. For me today, I'm not feeling the Pentacles and the single woman, the single lady bit here. What I'm feeling very strongly from this card is that, how do I put it? No matter what you're being fed, no matter what doom and gloom appears around you, and no matter how much propaganda, if you like, or how much your life feels difficult, you have the resolve within you to be grateful for what you have and to be happy with that. It's a mindset. Thoughts become things. It's a very cliched saying, but thoughts become things. If you feel that you have nothing and everything's unfair is in your life, is down to other people or what have you, not everything's unfair. Not everything is lost. This is what I'm trying to say. That you have to find that space within you to feel enormous gratitude for what you already have, and to build on what you already have. And by building on what you already have and changing your mindset to be grateful and make do with what you already have, your life will feel much better. And underneath the Justice card, we've got the 2 of Cups. So even though things feel unfair, there are alliances being made right now. There is mutual respect coming. Mutual respect is built by finding people in your own vision in your own tribe by sticking to people you know you can rely on. You can build those alliances, you can build them much stronger. So no matter how hard life is, no matter how unfair life seems at the moment, there is always somebody around that will back you up. So let's have another look for 3 more. Okay, so you had the sun, the past, how things seem to be much rosier than they were now. Then we have the advice of, you know, look for what you already have and make the most of that. And then under that we've got the 6 of Pentacles. This is strongly suggesting to me that there is something in your life that you are good at. And it goes back to a very, very long way. It might be something that you used to do as a child. It might be a skill that you have, that you've had since being a child. It may also be the connections that you've had since childhood. These are the things that you should be right now concentrating on, being grateful for and building on these relationships. Underneath the Hierophant and the 9 of Pentacles, where I talked about making the most of what you have, underneath that we've got the 9 of Swords. Now, swords are all about intellect. It's all about the mind. Sorry, the 10 of Swords. All about the intellect and the mind. This is strongly suggesting that a fair few of you are going to let go of the ties that you've allowed your mind to be wrapped up in, meaning that there has been some real worry surrounding what information you've been fed. Some people will take everything they've been told as gospel. People are beginning to wake up. People are going to be able to see behind the curtain. Will be able to make the most of what they've already got and to build on that and to let go of the anxiety, bring that to an end so that they can get on with life in a different way, but by maintaining positivity and not entertaining the anxiety and the doubts and the worry. By letting the worry go, you will be able to get to a situation where, although things on the surface are unfair, you will be able to build stronger alliances, and with that will come a new passionate an arrival of something quite passionate. To me, this is talking to me about something creative, something that fires you up, something that you love. I'm thinking music, perhaps somebody who's into music, building on the skills that you had as a child, along with the alliances that you already have, that you've already forged, that you're going to make stronger. Unfairness will fade into the background. So I'm just going to take one from Colette Baron Reid's Good Tarot. These cards are huge, so I have a job with these. So let's have a look. What's the overall message for tarot, for collective, for anybody who wishes to see this today? What's the overall message, please? And we've got 2. So we have Strength and we have the 4 of Water. These cards aren't exactly like the Rider-Waite deck. I've got loads of decks, but when I look at this Strength card, I look at the relationship between the lion and the woman. It's not about, oh, you be strong or anything like that. This is about the relationship. This is a friendship. This is an alliance. Build your strength through your alliances, and the people that you might ally with possibly be people that you've never thought of before. They could be people that you would never be involved with. You're going to have to step out of your comfort zone, but you will find some very strong alliances over the next few days or weeks to come, or even months. This is also the card for Leo. It's the card for August birthdays. So look out for new alliances, even unusual ones, because these are going to be the alliances that you make, the friendships that you make, the pacts that you make with people who will become very, very important to you. And the Four of Water. Now, traditionally, the Four of Water or the Four of Cups sort of denotes disappointment. But this Four of Water screams to me right now, in this reading at least, because different things do pop up as you read different spreads. But this Four of Water, if you can see these orbs here, to me they are pearls of wisdom. So through your anguish, through the confusion, through the difficult times that we all seem to be having right now, cling on to what you know in your heart. Those four pearls of wisdom are pearls that you were born with. It's your intuition. It's listen to your gut feeling. It is very important right now that rather than listening to what you're being fed through the media, by all means listen, but listen to your gut more. That is more important, because your soul knows more than information that's being channeled through to you. It's time to put down the worry. It's time to put down the fear. It's time to be brave. It's time to forge forwards. It's time to put what's gone behind you and to find what is there in your life that you can build on. Find something in your life that gives you joy. It's the smallest things, and focus on that. Well, I hope this reading helped some of you. I also hope to get better at this sort of thing over time, so please bear with me. Take care. All the best. Lots of love. Bye-bye.